Hey guys, I have some amazing news today. I don't know what happened, but before I go on, I want you guys to make sure you email me to your contact information so I can send out these Bitcoins to you. This is my Bitcoin miner. Of course, this is my Bitcoin. I want to make sure that everyone gets at least 2 of these when you reach out to me. Why? Because I'm going to tell you in a little bit. Stay with me on this one. Alright, so I had a really interesting day. First part of my morning, I went to a wake. It was someone that actually took care of me when I was really young, and you know, she was a lot older and, you know, obviously health condition. You know, it was a sad event, but you know, I saw a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. It was basically a very close family friend. Fast forward over to the mid-afternoon, my sister's birthday. You know, 2 separate things. Obviously, there's a good and a bad. It literally reminded me like a yin and a yang. Okay, after the birthday event, you know, I come home, I turn on the machine, and I hit my first block. So I have 2 Chia coins that I won from these plots that I have. I have about 757 plots. That's I'm still actually pushing out plots each day. Of course, I'm not doing no Mad Max plotting out, you know, 45-minute plots, but I'm doing 10-hour plots. I have no fancy software. I have no fancy scripts that are running. I'm using the GUI to farm, and I'm using PowerShell to still make these simple plots. I have a harvester behind me that you can see running PowerShell and it's still plotting. So I don't have anything that's out of the ordinary, and I was able to retrieve these 2 Chia coins, and I'm gonna show it here now on the screenshot. So the one thing I wanted to say was, if I had taken these plots over to H-Pool, I'm just wondering how long it would have taken me to be on H-Pool with how many plots and how many terabytes before I would have equaled out to 2 Chia coins. You know, after speaking with Chris from the Chia plot, it made a lot more sense. Like, pools are cool if you need the money now, but if you're willing to sacrifice the time, I mean, he got lucky that he won it in 8 days. Me, on the other hand, at 757 plots, took literally a little less than 2 months. So I was shy of 2 months, but my estimated time to win was 3. So I'm sitting on 60 terabytes. All right, and I have 757 plots, and I'm still plotting as we're speaking, but maybe at this point, maybe like 2 to 4 plots a day, depending. It really depends on my mood, because I literally run the plots and I don't put any in queue, and then when I see that it's almost done, then I'll think about running a couple more for the day. So it's not like I'm consistently pushing out these plots in queues. It's just that, you know, if I feel like putting out more plots. So some of the great news that are on today with Bram is that the pools are getting closer. He actually redirected to another video talking about the pools, but there's no definitive date of when that's going to happen. So we're still waiting. You know, so my curiosity now is waiting on the pools. At the same time, I'm still gonna farm whatever I have with these, you know, with solo, because I have really good confidence now that I believe a couple more of these plots will win a few more blocks, and I'll probably have a few more Chias. The point of this video today is, if you already had farmed and you still have the hard drive, I say just leave it on, because I honestly think time will heal itself and these blocks will eventually come through for you to potentially win. Now, granted, I'm at 3 months out for the time to win, if that's even accurate, but the network space right now, it's 21, almost 22 as I'm speaking right now. Almost 22. It's 21.936. Even with my 757 plots and my 60 terabyte, I actually won. So the chances are there. I am being a little more optimistic now because there is hope. I've experienced it for myself. I see the hope there. So now I have a potential of just leaving it on, which I already intended to do so. Now it's more of a, hey, it really does work. I just wanted to advocate that if you guys are ever down to the point where, just like myself, where you're about to just stop because you don't think there was going to be a return even at this low count of plots that you have. I've heard guys, and I've seen people posting and commenting on my videos at like 500 plots, 400 plots. Chris himself from the Chia plot was very fortunate to get a block at 8 days going into it. So that's something really, really, you know, very unique. You know, when I spoke with him from that video, the math is like, either you win really upfront with your plots and you don't get anything for the estimated time after the fact. So let's just say it's 3 months, right? So I'm in my 2 months, I'm into 2 months, and so does that mean it starts over, it recycles again from that 2 months going into the next 3 months? So maybe in the next 5 months, I'll have a chance of winning another block. So that's how I kind of see it right now. I could be wrong. You guys can comment, and I'm sure if Chris is watching right now, he'll probably put his 2 cents in regards to that. This lottery system right now, I had a comparison that bingo is a lot easier to win than lotto, because if you ever play Mega Million and you go across state lines, it's different from a room full of people with bingo cards. So I compare this more to a lottery system than it is to a bingo, because usually in bingo, if it's offline in a church or something, it's, you know, maybe at most 100 people you're playing against, and your chances of winning is a lot higher, your percentage is a lot higher. But, you know, I'm just, wow, I'm just overwhelmed right now. And, you know, obviously these 2 coins are going straight into my cold wallet. I have a total of 3 right now. This video is actually a pretty positive one. I haven't had anything negative to say. I don't think I'll ever use the Mad Max plotter because it's a little too fast for me. Granted, it's going to change the game with, you know, people being able to utilize that tool plus plotting over to these, you know, to the hard drives faster. You know, obviously the IO, the bottleneck is still there, copying once it's done, but, you know, that's minor. That's nothing compared to, like, you know, 6 hours or 10 hours of creating just one plot. I actually enjoy that the fact that the machine is going to be running anyway to farm, so I just let it plot for its X amount of hours that it takes, because honestly I don't feel like, well, one, I don't have that much RAM to utilize that tool, so, and I did not plan on going out to buy more RAM just for that cause, unless I already have it based on the fact that if I had that old servers or old equipment that had that much RAM, then of course I'll test it out. I will not intentionally go out just to buy more RAM just to say I can plot, you know, within the hour time frame. I'm great to hear a lot of guys who have those type of hardware to utilize, which is awesome, and I like to hear more about your experience with that and how it's benefiting you, or if it's not benefiting you, just let me know. I want to thank you guys for being here. Always appreciate. Just remember to comment, like, and subscribe. All right, and remember, Bitcoin is still available. See you guys again soon. Bye.